And we're here, I guess. Do I still have my rocket on me? Oh, I don't have my rocket. That's a problem. That could be a serious problem. Luckily, I've got these waste stones on me. Okay. Moonbase Sigma 17. Monbase? No, Moonbase. There we go. Oh, that's even cooler. Look at that. Oh, this is awesome. This is amazing. Oh, what is that? That is some sort of weird alien looking thing. Is that... What are you? Oh, you're not friendly. You are not friendly, but you are now dead because my sword is still ridiculous. Oh, what was that? What are those things? They drop grave dust. Oh, this is so cool, just bouncing on the moon. It's so cool. Alright, what are you? You look important. You look scary. What in the world? What is that? It drops diamonds. Okay. I don't even really care what that was. Alright, so what's... Is this a... Is this a village? What are we? Where are we going here? Well, that's warped... This is a village. No kidding. Ooh, look at all the pretty things that you have for me to steal. Oh, you can grow wheat here. Of course you can. Why wouldn't you? Gotcha. And after a pretty rough landing, here we are on the moon with the sun coming up behind us. And welcome to Season 2, Episode 14 of All the Mods 7. I know it's been a while coming, and I do appreciate your patience while I was trying to do all this, and I'm sorry for the delay in getting back to you, but we're here. We're on the moon. We've already raided that village that's over there. We've sort of looked around a little bit. We've bounced up and down the moon, which this is awesome. And yeah, we've done quite a bit. Look at the Earth off in the distance there. It just looks so cool and so amazing and so peaceful. If only it was as peaceful as it looks, you know? It's been a rough couple of weeks. It's been a rough couple of weeks just for me personally because we were doing things as far as like home renovation and all that kinds of stuff. But it's also been a rough week because of world events, which, unless you're living underneath this rock here that I'm holding in my hand, you probably know what I'm talking about. So I know it's been a rough couple of weeks for everybody. I have a lot of people that watch me from Eastern Europe, from places like Romania and Bulgaria, the Czech Republic. I actually had a couple of viewers that were from Ukraine, Poland, and a few other places. So I hope all of you are safe and are doing well. And pardon me for being political for just a moment, but I really can't not be political for just a moment. So those of you that follow me on Twitter saw that I changed my handle to a very pro-Ukrainian kind of thing. I mean, it's a pro-Ukrainian meme, but it's still pro-Ukrainian because that's where my particular opinion lies in this particular matter. And I think that the people that are on the other end of things are a vanishingly small minority, to be perfectly honest with you. So it's not exactly the bravest of stances I've ever taken as far as politics goes. But I think it's one that is absolutely necessary because, I mean, I'm too damned old. I can't volunteer over there to help the Ukrainians. I mean, I can donate to causes, which I have, but I can't do much more other than what I'm doing right now. The thing that gets me is that there are a large number of influencers out there, whether they're on YouTube or Instagram or the good old-fashioned nightly news, any of these places, these people who are influencers, many of which I follow, some of whom I actually respect, who are not taking as strong a stance as needs to be taken in this particular instance. I see a lot of, oh, isn't this terrible on Twitter? Oh, how we hope that there will be peace soon and all that, when people aren't calling out Vladimir Putin on the things he's done. And people aren't calling out the atrocities that are being committed by him, by proxy, by people that he has sent over there who had no idea where they were even going in a lot of cases. And I see these very tepid, very timid kind of responses because a lot of these influencers don't want to lose their influence in people in places like Russia and China and places like that. I can't not just give you some sort of like half-assed response to this, because that's not how I feel, and that's not how I think a lot of the world feels at this point. And to see those influencers not wanting to risk their influence to say what needs to be said, it not only disappoints me, but it upsets me. And some of these people I actually follow, and some of them I actually do respect, and some of them I enjoy listening to their content. I don't care if you're a gaming influencer, a news influencer, it doesn't matter. Fashion, any of those things. If you have the influence to be able to say something, you should say something. I have a channel of 500 people, okay? Let's get right down to it, to brass tacks here. I have a channel of 500 people. I probably will end up losing a few of you about this. I don't care. That's right. What it comes down to is I don't care if I lose subscribers by saying this, because it needs to be said. And to see that we are now closer to a worldwide conflict over this than we have been since 1983. And I lived through 1983. Trust me, it wasn't any fun. This is less fun, because all it takes is one miscalculation to push it over the edge. It's where we're at right now. Let's just talk about what it is. That's where we're at right now. And that little blue gem up there could be turning green and brown real fast. So, to you influencers out there, I'm talking to you right now, if you're even watching me at all. You need to stand up and actually say something on this. Who cares about your brand? Who cares about your audience? Just say something. Because no one's going to listen to these just half-assed responses from you. They're not going to read the solemn JPEG. They're going to look at what you're tweeting out and thinking to themselves, well, isn't that the most bland response to this? That's what they're thinking right now. And maybe you don't lose your branding in Russia or China or some other places that supports what's going on. But at some point you have to call out evil for evil's sake, because what's going on right now in the Ukraine is evil. What Putin is doing is evil. It's not bad. It's not the Russians need more breathing room. It's none of that stuff. It is straight up evil what's going on. And yes, you could argue what happened in Syria with Assad, that was evil. You could argue what's going on in Zimbabwe right now, that's evil. Yes, all of those things are evil. Absolutely, I 100% agree. But the biggest evil that is pretty much threatening to end humanity right now is going on under your noses, and you're choosing to give very small responses to it. And I know there's going to be a bunch of you out there that are just basically like, you know what, just play video games. We don't care about this other stuff. You have to care. We all have to care about what's going on right now. It's not something that we can just abstain from. This is something that we all have to care about, because it affects all of us. Maybe not directly. I mean, obviously, it's higher gas prices and stuff like that. I don't care about that. I really don't. I'll pay an extra couple of bucks for gas if it comes down to it. We have to care because it's what it says about our own humanity if we don't. And that's it. That's my political rhetoric for the day. All right. So now that we've done that, let's build some stuff. All right. So now that I got that out of my system, and I do, well, you know what? I don't apologize. What am I saying? I don't apologize for any of that. That is just how I felt. So I wanted to get it out there. But now I'm here to actually do stuff that you actually came to watch the video for, which is play Minecraft. So we built a dome. It's very, very simple, very basic. I had a bunch of leftover iron, so I decided, you know what, dome. Dome sounds good. So we've got iron, terracotta, iron bars, some glass up at the top, and most importantly, on the inside here, we have our oxygen bubble. There we go, oxygen bubble distributor. So we can, inside our dome here, take off our helmet and be able to breathe on the moon, which is fantastic. So as you can see, I've got my working area at 13 by 13 by 13. You can have it as low as 3 by 3 by 3, but I had it this size because it will encompass everything on the inside of this particular dome, except for right here which I think, if I go outside without this on, yep, I start taking damage immediately. But in here, I can breathe. So, there you go. We can breathe inside here, thanks to this. And we just got, it's the same basic setup we have on the Caspertine from our launch area. So we have the Tesseract, which is supplying power from our nuclear reactor into the distributor. We have the sink, which is creating water, which is going over here and basically being electrolyzed into oxygen. Where's the hydrogen going, you ask? I have no idea, but it's not in here, so that's good. I have no idea where the hydrogen goes in this particular process, but it just creates oxygen. So we basically have effectively unlimited oxygen as long as we are inside of our moon dome here. Moon base Sigma 17, because it sounded interesting. So we've got our own little moon base in here now, and we can go out and put on our equipment. We can actually move our oxygen charging station here too, so we can basically charge while we're here if we want to, which is awesome. But then we can just go out and explore around and see the various different things. And of course, I've got this set up. I'm glad I had this with me because I crash landed in this hole right here. This hole was created by what was left of my ship. So, yeah, I'm really glad we had these waystones with us so we could go, not be stranded on the moon. That would have been no good. But let's go ahead and pull this up and see what we've got. So we've got over here a village, which I've already raided because of course I did. But then, so we don't know what we've got to the north, northwest or south. So let's do a little bit of exploring here. We'll go north. Why not? And since we've got 80% oxygen, that's pretty good. So if we don't see anything by the time I'm at about 30% oxygen, we will in fact turn around. So, but yeah, I want to see what's out here. Moon critter. Ow. Stop it. Lightning from space. Oh, we've got villages everywhere out here. We got one over there, we got one over there, we got one over there. Tons of space villages. So, all right. Well, we've already raided one of those. We don't really need to do it again. So let's see what else is running around out here. Ooh. Okay, well that's horrifying. Ooh, boy. Okay, time to go back up. Well, and for any of those of you who have actually studied the moon with any kind of, paid attention at all, it's a pretty desolate place out there. There's not a lot there. It's very austere and very beautiful, but there's not a whole heck of a lot to be had, except for, well, these that I got off of a village. We've got these block of iron plating that I put on the floor, and this block of blue iron plating, which actually is a power, I guess. I mean, it's a light block, so yeah, we've got plenty of light in here now. And then I also found these funny resonating crystals that I don't know what they're for because they don't have anything that they're showing as a recipe, I guess. I mean, there's just not much there. So I found a furnace, so I wonder if... Can we use this as furnace fuel? No. Well, it's a good thing I grabbed all this warp stem then, isn't it? Because, yeah, there's no... Oh, I can't use this as furnace fuel either. The strip warp stem won't act as furnace fuel. Well, that's a bummer. So, yeah, I've got nothing I can use to burn here. Yeah. So, yeah, very pretty place, very austere place, very dead place. But, I mean, we got here, and that was the goal, was to get here. As we're now here, and we've got our own little environment that we can basically sustain ourselves in permanently on the moon, which is cool in and of itself. But yeah, I think it's time to put this back on, and we're going to head back to our pirate hideout for a little bit and see what's going on there. And I can't think of a better place for our netherite spacesuit than over here next to our trophy shelf, where we've got our looter trophy, our dragon egg, LeBron James, all of our tools, our banner, all the stuff that we've collected over our time here. Oh, look, it's a blood moon. Hooray for the blood moon. Over our time here in all the Mod 7. So, and I'm kind of at a crossroads now, because we have done everything that I have set out to do. We've built our pirate base. We've got our mine colonies colony going. We've built an iron farm. We've made the bay. We've made a little bit of a city. we've really done everything that I set out to do here with all the Mod 7. I mean, we've been pirates in space. I mean, we've done everything, and I'm at the point where I think that this is a good place to end it. I know it's going to disappoint some of you out there because you've been following this the whole time, and you've had a great time doing it. I've had a great time making it. I've had a really fun time doing all of this. But I think we've reached a point where I think this is a good spot to end at, because we've done a lot of the different mods in here. We've created a whole bunch of different things. We've gone to space. I mean, we've done everything that there is that I think really to do in all the Mod 7. I mean, not everything. Obviously, there's more stuff. There's the Prosperous Bees. There's the Vibranium and Unobtainium armor. There's more automation that you could do. There's other places you can go. As far as going to space, you can go to Venus and Mars, Mercury, and all these other places out there. But honestly, I think this is a very good stopping point for this series, because I think that we've accomplished everything we set out to accomplish with the pack. And I've had a blast doing it. And I hope you've had a blast coming along with us while we've been doing it. I hope you've had a good time. I mean, I've had more people show up and watch and subscribe these videos throughout the entire time that I've been doing them than any other series I've ever done. And for that, I can't thank you all enough. We're literally like 2 subscribers away from 500 at this point. Just 2. And there will be a 500 subscriber special coming out. Don't you worry about that. And there will be more content coming out. Absolutely. It's just, the last couple of episodes, I've kind of been feeling like it's time to move on. It's time to do something else, do another pack, to do another series, to do maybe even another game. I don't know about that. Oh my God, another game? You're going to do another game? I just might. So I think this is a really good spot to end it at. But we can't end it without a really cool look at everything that we have done in this world to this point. So I want to take a couple of minutes and just go over everything that we've done from the start here. Not necessarily from Season 1, obviously, but from Season 2 to now. I want to show off everything that we've done, because I'm really proud of this world, and I love this world, and I'm going to keep it around. I'm not going to get rid of the world anytime soon. But I've had a lot of fun doing it. I hope you've had fun coming along. So let's just take a few minutes and just reminisce about everything that we've accomplished here in Season 2 of All the Mod 7.
The king and his men stole the queen from her bed and bound her in her bones. The seas be ours, and by the waters where we build, we'll roll.
And on behalf of Foxy and Sharky here, thank you all so much for coming along on this adventure with us. Really appreciate it. And I hope to see you again on the next one. Please feel free to leave a like and subscribe on your way out the door if you care to. But once again, this is all for fun. It's all for enjoyment. It's all for entertainment. And I don't want to ever have anyone feel like that they feel like they're being pressured into doing something when they come here they don't want to do. So if you just want to hang out and watch the videos, don't feel like subscribing or hitting the like button or anything, and just watching and having a good time, hey, that is perfectly fine as well. But whatever you do tonight and whatever you do until we see each other again, make sure you go out, play some games, have some fun. I'll see y'all again real soon. Have a good night, everybody.